Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run here with Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here we go. Track 50.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, they picked up the first down. but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Hurts. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Check right.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Lance. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, here's Hurts. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Come 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Rig, 18, 5 here. Tempo.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away. Caught by Wilson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Trap 60. Trap Pepper. 18 Rattler.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Here we go. 19 tight. Hurry. Hey,
in motion comes the tight end left. On 1st down, Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Able to connect with Dodson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jahan Dotson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Black over.
Shotgun now for Lance. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Patrick Queen. The 40. 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw again on second down. Lance. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Got it. Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a play fake. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Mustang 19.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Hurts to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
19-18.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. J.K. Dobbins. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 24-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just... He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good pickup there, a 22. Well, up big, with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Cut 19.
Throwing is Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 50, trap 50.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they move this all the way down to the 9. To throw, it's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
18, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Hurts. Out to his left. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Pass incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
In motion left is Wilson. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Right back to Dobbins on first. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Second down, here's Hurts. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now, fourth quarter is certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. Wilson's got it complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins once more, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Okay, break.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Lance now to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
In motion left is Wilson. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not just a blowout win.